guys ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area?
The what?
The Gordon Natural Area? No. Okay. All right. Have you ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area? No. No? Just one question, real quick. Have you ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area?
No.
No?
No.
Good make. Leo Paris.
Hi.
Have you ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area?
What?
Do you like long walks in the woods?
I love long walks in the woods.
Well, down on South Campus, behind the football stadium, is an almost 2-acre plot of ground.
Oh yeah. We actually hiked there recently. It's pretty sweet. I liked it a lot. Very beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
Have you ever heard of the Gordon Natural Area?
Yeah.
You have? You know where it is?
Isn't it right off South Campus?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right behind the football stadium.
Yeah.
Ever been back there?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
But I know they're trying to protect it.
Yes. No road through the Gordon area. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah?
All right. Thanks, man.
As you can see, many Westchester students are not aware that the Gordon Natural Area exists, even though it is located right on South Campus. This documentary was created to inform students of this valuable resource WCU has to offer. So what is the Gordon Natural Area? The Gordon Natural Area, or GNA, is located just past Farrell Stadium and is home to numerous native plants and animal species. As such, it is an important factor in preserving the biodiversity of our local environment. Additionally, the Gordon Natural Area serves as an educational tool which is utilized by several classes at Westchester University. In order to better understand what the Gordon Natural Area is and why it exists, let us begin with a brief history. In 1965, Westchester University had plans to terrace the area behind the current football stadium to create more athletic fields. A presentation by a professor to the Board of Trustees in 1970 resulted in no changes. There was also a student presentation to the board on the first Earth Day. Finally, on April 21, 1971, a motion to save the area was passed. This motion was brought by Mr. Hillsbush and was seconded by Mrs. Harney. In December 1971, the Board of Trustees at Westchester University decided to set aside a plot of land to preserve the existing native vegetation of the region and to be used for ecological and other biological research. In 1973, Dr. William R. Overlease, professor of biology at Westchester University, formally dedicated this property, naming it the Robert B. Gordon Natural Area for Environmental Studies in honor of Professor Gordon, a science faculty member who had been at Westchester University for 25 years. From 1973 to 2001, the area was only used for a few biology classes and small research projects. There was little maintenance and no management. In 2001, the Environmental Council was formed and the Gordon Natural Area mission statement was documented for the first time. Between 2002 and 2006, research, class usage, and tree planting increased. The GNA finally received a budget for the first time in October of 2006 when the university approved a one-year pilot program to hire a stewardship manager and bring awareness to the area. Dr. Jerry Hertel was appointed to fill this role. Since that time, the Gordon Natural Area has begun to prosper. While the Gordon Natural Area has come a long way, it remains threatened by road construction, invasive plants, white-tailed deer, and bikers. Due to human expansion, trees are being cut down to make way for roads and other developments. This expansion causes the loss of precious woodland areas, which decreases the acreage of wildlife habitats like the GNA, and threatens species who depend on specific habitats for their survival. A prominent issue the GNA is currently facing is the proliferation of invasive plant species. These species destroy the natural habitats of many animals and create a lack of natural biodiversity that is essential to the survival of the native environment. These invasive plants are a threat to native species because they spread rapidly and envelop the ecosystem that native plants and animals depend on. These non-native plants have spread into the Gordon Natural Area and have led to less diversity, less animals, and an unstable ecosystem. A prime example of this is a patch of bamboo which had been planted by neighbors for aesthetic appeal. This demonstrates the problem that a lack of knowledge can cause. Therefore, the community must be educated about and encouraged to help the environment. Another problem the area faces is white-tailed deer, which overrun the land and consume native vegetation. The Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources gave Westchester University a grant to establish demonstration areas on the GNA to show the effects of deer and invasive plants on the forest ecosystem. deer, invasive plants, and soil erosion along the creek due to road salt, fertilizers, and pesticides are some of the biggest problems facing the Gordon Natural Area. The final major threat that we are concerned with is bikers who create their own paths rather than staying along the pre-cut paths. By doing this, they are trampling over young trees and shrubbery. Because of this, new plants cannot grow. If you are going to bike in the Gordon Natural Area, please be sure to stay on the trails. This cooperation between the protectors of the GNA, the university, and the community will help save the Gordon Natural Area. The Gordon Natural Area is undervalued in the eyes of many people. It is a priceless resource to this university. Various research and instructional activities are performed within the Gordon area. These experiences provide students and those interested in ecology a living example of how a dynamic environmental system functions, and also how various forested species are interrelated within that system. Due to the vast quantity and diversity of wildlife, plants, and trees in the Gordon Natural Area, it is a living classroom for students taking an ecology class. Losing such a precious resource would not only lead to environmental problems with regard to the plant and animal life, it would also create a detriment to students' learning. Other important reasons for protecting the Gordon area include the purification of water by the trees and other plant life, and the absorption of carbon emissions, which will help reduce air pollutants and global warming. Even though the Gordon Natural Area is at risk, there are steps being taken to make sure it stays preserved. One way to accomplish this is to raise awareness about the Gordon area and its value to the university. Also, Dr. Hertel is a strong advocate of the Gordon Natural Area and has played a large role in all of the advancements that were previously described. The purpose of this video has been to get the word out about the GNA and to help students fully understand why it exists and how important it is to the environment and to the university. Last year, we saw that community support makes a huge difference in preserving the Gordon area. A proposal had been made for a road to be constructed through the area to help drivers cut down on travel time. It was discovered that the time saved would amount to less than 1 minute, and the road was not necessary to assist with traffic flow. The proposition was defeated after opposition from the Friends of the Gordon Natural Area and a letter from President Adler. Hopefully in the future, the community will remain supportive of this reserve so that many generations can continue to enjoy the biodiversity that it offers and realize the importance of maintaining native environments.